Hey, what's going on? This is going to be my third video of the Casket Challenge. There's Tainted, aka the new shopkeeper kind of guy on the forums. He has a shop he calls the Shop of Mysteries, which kind of doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but anyway, he basically just acts as a middleman for people to take jobs. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I will show you my progress. As you can see, not much has changed since the other day. 5 more. I have a lot more XP though. That's good. Food went up a little bit. Got some tuna. Still poor. And I have received a gift from Swin. 69 needles. Not really sure exactly what's supposed to be significant about that, but I guess it's kind of cool. Keep that for a while. There's Emperor. It's actually getting kind of weird. I'm turning into one of the highest level combat people. 153. So this video I'm just going to talk about what's it like to be a high combat level, and also what do I do to keep my life balanced as I'm playing Escape Ruins. You guys might think, this kid doesn't have anything going on. He's just a loser or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? How can you be such a high combat level and have all these, have nearly 600 mil XP, but keep a balanced life? So, firstly, being a high combat level is, I would say it's good and bad. It's good, obviously, because you have the ability to go kill stuff easily, and, well, easier, I guess, makes a lot more sense if you say it like that. But that's just not important. What's important is the effect it has on people. If you're a random new person and you're like level 40 something combat and you see someone that's at least 100, then you're automatically in a way going to respect them and put them as the authority figure. Kind of like how everyone views Torin, not only because he's mod, but because he's like one of the highest level. It's just a weird thing. It's almost like the higher the combat level, the higher the age, in a way. Whenever you see someone that has a lot more years on you, like an adult, then you tend to respect them more, even if you can't see their face, even if you don't really know. Just the fact that they're more experienced than you, that automatically gives them power. So it's pretty cool. People don't know that my total level's really low. Well, I mean, a lot do, but not that many. Only the people that care enough to look or have seen the videos, but a lot don't know that. So they think I'm just some really old, experienced player, and they give me a lot of respect, and along with every other level 140, which is probably everybody on right now. Yeah, pretty much. Which is kind of sad because our server's losing support by the players. Losing. In a way, we're really losing our population. But that's obviously controversial, so I'm not going to go too much into that. It's obviously just my stance. Alright, so the main topic. How do I manage to do all these things and still have a life? And the answer is really not that hard to understand. You basically just go to your school or work, depending on what time of the year it is, or if obviously how old you are. But when you get home, sometimes you have homework, sometimes you have free time, and then other times you can make plans with people. All the time where you're trying to think of something to do, just play. So if you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna schedule this and this. You can think while you're doing this. This game is really easy to play. You don't really need. It's not like some random Xbox game. It's not like Battlefield where you need full attention to do well. This game you can just click and wait 15-20 seconds, and in that time you can do a lot of things. So you really can do a lot while you're playing. People call it AFKing, but you just need to split your attention. So let's say that I have some homework, some math homework or something like that. If I want to get 125 attack by the end of the week, that's pretty crazy. But let's just say I wanted to do that, and I have like math homework scheduled pretty much every night. I can come here to Hellhounds and just have my homework on my desk and have this laptop on the other side, and literally just have my left hand on this trackpad and just keep clicking around, and on the right side I can just have my pencil and paper, me working out math problems. And it's so easy to do. You don't even need to pay attention. I mean, obviously you don't want to die, but it's easier as your higher level combat. That's what you do on the weekends, though, is you can make plans with your friends and work out and do whatever. But in all the time that you're like calling people, or you're thinking of what to do, you wake up and you're like dozing off a little bit, you can just pull up your laptop or your computer and just kind of take advantage of that kind of time. Just more efficiency with your time is basically how I do this. Right now I could do just whatever. This past week I've been doing a lot of homework. Obviously, I mean, everybody in high school has a lot of homework, but it's just this one. I've had a book to read, and it's a really long book. And what I've done is every time I have homework after practice, which is right after school, so after I get back from practice, it's like 6 o'clock my time, I'll have all my homework scheduled out already. I'll just think of a nice schedule, and then instead of reading the book directly, I'm not really trying to get an A in English. I could care less. I want to be an engineer. I don't really care about English all that much. So I can just pull up an audiobook and listen to that in the background. Just turn up the volume a lot so you can't tune out, and just make your time really efficient. Just hardly pay attention to the game, and you could actually pull out a copy of the book and just listen to it and follow along. But in the background, you can just pay attention. You can just hardly pay the slightest attention to this. It's kind of like talking to someone when you're driving. You pay attention to the road, and you can still have a conversation, but it's just more things at once. It's really not all that hard to do. So that has helped. That kind of thinking, that kind of multitasking has really helped me gain a lot of levels. Probably at least half of my stuff has been from just letting my mind kind of drift. That's a pretty common theme. among all my tasks and so forth is just not really paying attention or trying to distract myself. But this kind of game, this game is really just, it will drive you crazy if you pay full attention to it. If you don't even have music up and you just have it full screen, nothing, just silence and the clicking and your breathing, this game will drive you crazy. So, just my tip to everybody out there, if you're trying to get high combat, high skills, but you don't have a lot of time during the week, or you think you don't, just pay attention to your habits. If you're often trying to do something that doesn't require a lot of attention, just try to pull up your computer next to you if you want, and try to multitask, because the more you multitask, the better you're going to do. The better you're going to be at multitasking as time moves on. So that's how I have done all these. Okay, I've said that like 10 times. All right, next topic. What am I going to do with 100 Clue Score awards? Well, it obviously depends on what I get. If I get, this is just way out there, but if I do get a piece of Third Age armor, then I'm definitely going to sell it. And, I mean, let's just be honest here. I already have all the stuff I need, probably. So I'm probably just going to give it away. Just give away the money. Keep a little bit, but I'll just give it away. Give it away to fans. Give it away to people that are joining. Because, in all honesty, it's too much money for one person to have. All the people that are rich, it's just going to make them, money's just going to sit there. Back before I decided to buy D gloves and boots, I had like 60 mil cash, and every time I would think about spending it, I would just try to think of a better reason to use it and just save it and just try to get by without spending it. But that just made me feel unhappy. So now that I'm poor, now that I don't have a lot of cash, I'm not going to try to build up my cash anymore. Like, I'm not even going to try to build it up unless I have to get more food or something. But I mean, I have so much. There's really not a large possibility that's ever going to happen, is me running out of food, unless, let's say, I start doing bandos and barrows. Obviously, when barrows comes out, I'm going to do a lot of that. And I'm probably going to need to buy prayer pots. So that's probably going to cause me to need to save up. But it's not going to be like 85 mil just sitting there. And that leads me to my next point on the list, which is my view on rare items. Why? I mean, obviously I'm using rare items that are combat gear, but I'm talking about, like Halloween masks. And, oh, that's cool. That's not cool. Yeah, that's okay. So my view on Halloween masks and party hats and Easter rings and all the things that don't help you at all, but they're rare, or they're from the game that are rare, I just think it's something to tie your money up in if you're really rich. It's something just to show off. And that's cool and all, but I'm not the type of guy that just sits or just stands around. I need to be doing stuff constantly. Then again, it's like the multitasking sort of thing. I just always have to be doing stuff. So I'm never going to need a party hat or a tween or any of that. I'm never going to lure anyone. I don't really want to be that kind of person. And I'm not trying to get all moralistic. I mean, it's just a game, but still, it's, the kind of reputation that I give you, scamming, stuff like that, it's not good. So yeah, if I ever got a Halloween mask, I'd just sell it. And if I don't even need that kind of money, I'll just give it away. Like, on my friends list, I only have 40 people on my friends list right now. I am trying desperately to figure out who is even active so that I can split the money up. I can always add new people, but then again, you know, I'm always in Taverley Dungeon, and the only people I ever see are down here. So that's kind of strange and typical. Another thing that has been going on is CMate has opened up a pawn shop. Now you might be wondering, what's a pawn shop? Pawn shop is a place where you go to trade an item for a loan, and that loan lasts a certain amount of days, and if you don't pay it back, the owner of the shop gets to keep the item. However, if you decide to spend, like, you know, you obviously need the loan for something to get a quick 99 or whatever. I don't really know. It's just this game. There's reasons I have no idea. I never skill. But let's say you need quick money. Just get the money, and you want your item back. You need to earn the money, and then you need to pay interest. So CMate has devised a pretty much foolproof plan to make profit no matter what. Because if he trades anybody, the only way he's going to lose money is if the item just totally crashes in value. And CMate, if you ever listen to this, I suggest that you add, I won't buy new items to the list, because if you start getting like barrows and, you know, new stuff in general, that stuff is going to crash in price. So you better be careful about what you buy. But on the other hand, you don't really need to go to a pawn shop. Why don't you just, I don't know, I don't really find money that hard to earn, so maybe it's just me, but I mean, if you really need fast money, you can always just earn it yourself. Anyway, it's personal preference, I guess. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to end the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully I'll make another video sometime soon this week, but, you know, kind of have a lot of stuff going on, so see what kind of plans I can make. Alright, bye.